that we can get through this stuff. This isn't like a combat preview where you're going to see all the abilities of the bosses or anything like that. So
It's Captain Colleen.
yeah, so this is Coral Airy. This is located on the northern section of Somerset. For those of you that have been to Somerset Isle, you'll notice to recognize the map. This northern section. There's a lot of caves and hideaways in the on the coastal parts of Somerset, and this just happens to be a hideaway of the Ascendant Order, one group of the Ascendant Order. So what has happened here, and if you talk to Colleen, she has been sent here to rescue your good friend Jakarn. For those of you that play the Daggerfall Covenant storyline, or any of those aspects, met Jakarn before, that's who he has gotten himself into trouble and been kidnapped again. And Colleen has been sent here to rescue him again. So that is your goal here, but she will explain to you that there's some Yagra attacking what appears to be this Ascendant Order base. So I'm going to walk through here. You're going to see Yaga set up. I'm going to fly a little bit, go a little bit faster.
And again, this is an internal server, so Finn has some cheat codes on, so that way he doesn't get killed. I mean, we know his skills are okay, but
okay, right. I am not. I can't be attacked. I can't be aggroed by monsters and stuff like that. I'm just showing through and showing you kind of like the scenery and stuff. So this is the outer portion of the Coral Airy. You see some dead Yagra here, and the Yagra are attacking. So one thing that we've done in later dungeon packs and stuff is we've introduced the concept of their secrets out here, and their secrets.
Love it.
That's been really, really well received by everybody that's kind of played these and discovered these things and stuff. And we're going to kind of carry that forward and stuff. I know it's a bit of a spoiler, awesome. But to give context for the secrets, we really wanted to embed those into stories, and they may not necessarily play into the story that the dungeon quest is giving you, but they do play into their own story. So it might have something to do with these Yagra that are here. Context.
Hey, real quick, I do want to mention we are now locking the giveaway for the 3 gift cards. We have drawn potential winners. We are going to be contacting you via Twitch DM from the Bethesda channel just to confirm eligibility. So keep an eye on your DMs just in case. It'll be coming from the Bethesda Twitch channel. Or I guess a whisper. It's whispers on Twitch, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we will announce those shortly. But in the meantime, we can enjoy Finn's dungeon tour.
More tour, yes.
More tour.
So once you make your way kind of past these Yagra, you get into the this is going to be the first boss that you would face in the dungeon. This is Maligalig, who has one of the best names for a boss.
Excuse me?
That's great.
Maligalig. Yes, this is one of the best bosses. She's a big monstrous Yagra here. She has some really, really cool abilities and mechanics that you guys will have to discover on Monday, because we're just going to move past her. So
no spoilers here.
Yes.
No.
Colleen took a side path, got through there. So as we progress through, and now we're actually going to get into more of the ruin section. So this is more of the and what we wanted to tell the story is the Yagra are enemies and stuff, but they're not. Look at those guys. Those guys got wrecked. They're not really working with the Ascendant Order guys in here, and you guys, nobody knows who the Ascendant Order really is. So part of the mystery is finding out who they are, why they took Jakarn, and stuff. So you're going to see little things where the Yagra are attacking them.
So the stories in this DLC kind of plant the seeds for what's going to happen throughout the Legacy of the Bretons storyline. So it kind of leads into this storyline that people will experience in the chapter in High Isle.
Absolutely. They're going to. So a lot of the, like Jakarn, who you actually rescue here. This is another cool thing that we decided to do with this one, and rather than just introduce an NPC that you're going to see and then they're going to accompany you on this and stuff, you actually get to play a bigger part in contextual to the story, where Jakarn plays an important part in the story. And if you do this dungeon, you're part of the reason why he's here. You get to rescue him.
That's awesome. What's it like, kind of being able to take part of that story and feed it into the whole year for your team? Because you guys get to do this twice a year.
Twice a year, yeah. It's pretty awesome in that part of what we try to do with dungeons is tell kind of two stories, where you have a story that ties in, and how we generally start with it is we start with what do we want players to learn, or what do we want players to know at the end of this dungeon, and then we craft a story for the dungeon that is oops, sorry.
So used to looting.
That guy.
No,
I was trying to hit the door. So what we wanted to do is tell a unique story in here. So the saving of Jakarn and stuff like that, it plays into the year-long story, but it's actually a good story from start to finish. And here's this big boy, Zaro the Bulwark. He is not an actual, what you would typically call boss, but he is a named guy that has that's pretty important. Unless you do that, sorry, buddy. Fell into the stairs. So Jakarn has gotten his shirt off. Typical Jakarn. You're gonna have to help him get kind of his gear, but we're gonna keep going, so you can see now. One thing. These Yagra are taking out the Ascendant Order here. Shipwreck guys. Yeah, they are. But as you progress through this dungeon, you're gonna see less and less Yagra and more Ascendant Order people here. So you see like these Ascendant Archers. They've taken those guys out. Oh, we're probably gonna need to kill these guys.
That's a cool little view too.
Yeah. Yeah, there's really cool views, and you're going to see them a little bit later on too, that are as you progress you get more and more into the ruins and less. So like this right here is the next boss.
Oh, that's cool. Wow.
Yeah, she's in
that looks awesome.
Look,
has like archers up on here. Yeah,
that's really cool.
She does some really cool stuff too. Like I said, she's this is Cyrodiil or Saradil. We're just gonna kill past her anyways. But she uses the whole room here. What she is she's kind of like a trap master and roguey kind of thing. But that's another thing is we wanted to play into the roguish nature of the Ascendant Order. So they have they're very secretive. They bounce around, they move around a lot and stuff like that. So
hey, can we pause for just a second?
Sure.
Yes.
I just wanted to announce the winners from the
last
giveaway, because everyone is Kyle in chat. I know everyone's excited about High Isle. We are too, but that giveaway is closed officially. And we are still working on fixing drops. We know everyone really wants your crabs. I get it. We're working on it still. We promise. And if something were to happen where, we run out of time or we're not online long enough, we'll make sure everybody gets your, I'm not going to keep reusing this joke. We'll make sure you get your Twitch drop.
There you go. Hey,
Finn, if you turn back around, I'm wondering, is there a significance to these reliefs on the wall of the griffins?
These are, so what this place used to be was an old Mary, a lot like the rest of Somerset. These are old Mary ruins, and these were just taken by the Ascendant Order. Now, one thing to mention about the Ascendant Order, though, to mention what you were just talking about, is this group of Ascendant Order is run by a Griffin handler, and he has trained Griffins. So you're going to, as you go through here, you're going to fight Ascendant Orders and their pet Griffins. As you go through, and actually, the final boss we're going to be coming up on eventually.
That looks like the pet. I'm sorry, what?
This
looks
does
like
look
the
like
pet.
the pet. Right. Yeah.
Well, the pet
really
isn't that big. Yeah, it's not that big.
That's a big version of the pet. You notice that these are neutral?
Could you imagine?
It's funny is you notice these are neutral, but in testing, nobody has ever gone through here and not killed these crabs. I have no idea why. It's just people come in and they're just like, I think it's because we're in Maryland. So people just get incensed by crabs and they just have to kill them. Is really what it is.
Or just
so you can see Yeah, so you can see here where you talked about the
yeah.
this, but you can see the Griffin Nest here. You get some griffins flying
Oh,
above.
cool. Yeah.
This is where they train him. This is oh, look at the little
Babies.
griffins. Yes, you can't kill the baby griffins, of course, but you can kill the parents.
Why would you want to? I mean,
they're aggressive.
They are aggressive.
So they're kind of like taking care of the griffins here, making sure that they're all good. But yes, so the Ascendant Order is very much a bad group. They're very secretive. They're assassinations. They've captured Jakarn. They were torturing him. So don't let their griffin handling fool you. If we go up here, we're gonna see some more.
I don't know how I feel about chat right now because they're definitely very polarized between don't kill the baby griffins and kill the baby griffins.
You cannot kill baby griffins.
Come on, chat.
It's never a thing that you can do in our game is kill baby griffins. And honestly, I'm a little disappointed. Why would you want to kill a baby griffin?
Oh, I thought you were disappointed that you couldn't do it.
No.
Oh,
how cool do you think I am?
Yeah, we were about to not be friends anymore.
Yeah, right. So you are going to see some of these coral creatures. That's another thing the Ascendant Order has been done. They've kind of like magically.
Are those new?
Yes, they are new.
That's cool.
It magically kind of raised the coral and put together these magical creatures.
Nice.
Yeah, they are really cool. So now we're going to go to this is the final boss's area. So as you can see, he's sitting here with his pet griffins.
Oh, they look like different types, kind of too.
Yes, are different types.
Oh.
So now you see them kind of like floating into their nests. So you can imagine it as you take this guy on, these griffins are going to join into the fight. And actually, if you look at the helmet that I'm wearing, this is the monster mask that you get, or the Undaunted mask that you can get from completing this dungeon on veteran difficulty.
That is awesome.
So it looks really, really cool. You can relive your personal griffin fantasies with this mask.
Ooh. I have a feeling, just knowing how you and your team work, that those griffins are going to be a problem during this fight.
Maybe. Maybe in veteran.
I don't know. I legit don't know because
maybe there's an achievement for not killing any.
There are several achievements, and actually some of them. One of them is the if you increase the difficulty here, if you use the challenge banner over there, it is added into the fight. So usually you're going to fight. I think 3 of them through the course of a fight, but then he'll add the 4th one in. If you decide to make this a little bit more difficult. And this right here is Viralian. Viralian. He is the leader of this group of Ascendant Order. And he's generally a bad dude. Like as you go through and talk and listen to Jakarn, and if you read the the story and stuff like that, I mean he's been torturing people. He's been he's like really a dark guy. Like kicked out of other orders because he was too extreme or something like that. So you know what I mean? Like he's generally a bad guy. So just because he's holds sway over the griffins doesn't mean he's a good guy. But that's how you kill him.
I just want to mention also for anybody who is maybe tuning in and you are maybe newer to the ESO world, these dungeons, they're meant for 4 players. And for a normal dungeon, you only have to be, is it level 45 to go in?
You actually, there is no, if you try to manually enter the dungeon, there is no limit. I mean, you can go in at level 1 if you click on the entrance.
Probably not a great idea.
Probably not a great idea. But if you use the group finder or the activity finder, then you'll have to be level 45 in order to be placed into the activity finder to randomly find a group. So yeah, that's generally what we say is you need to be at level 45 to tackle these on normal, and veteran champion rank 300.
I see somebody asking, so I need 3 friends? Well, I guess they don't have to be friends. You just need 3 people.
If you're level 45, you do not need 3 people. You can just use the activity finder and we'll find 3 people with you.
I think the joke was that they would need actual friends, but
But I'm saying, no, you don't.
You actually don't.
Embrace embrace the solo behavior, and then just group up when you need to. Is all I'm saying.
Exactly. And we
can.
do have more challenging veteran versions of the dungeons, and then we
Absolutely.
also have hard mode. So if you want a
Right.
real challenge,
And each boss has their own hard mode, and much like it that we've done in the previous dungeons, where we've done secrets and stuff like that. There's a lot of gradient and layers to difficulty that you can have in here. If you did the secrets, then you potentially get extra assistance as you're going through there. So you could choose to do 1, 2, or 3 secrets, or however many secrets there are, and then get those kind of buffs to make it a little bit easier. And then you can activate the hard modes if you want. So we have a lot of ways that you can choose the difficulty for how you want to tackle these things.
Awesome.
And you get a whole another story by doing the secrets. So it's pretty cool.
Worth it.
I know.
but we won't spoil that today.
Won't spoil
Nope.
that. Okay, we're gonna go to Shipwreck now.
Yeah, let's just
do it.
Go right into
All right.
it. Why not? Right? Everybody wants to see the other dungeon, right? I do.
Yes.
Whoa, load screen. Cool load screen.
Woohoo. Nice lighthouse.
It is.
So Finn is using a special dev command to jump right there.
Oh, I probably
perks of
should've
using
just
a
used
dev
the map.
server.
I probably
Yes.
should use the map.
No, it's okay. Oh, is it going to take a
I'll
bit
actually
to
show
load?
everybody where it is. I'll show where everybody is, where it is on the map here in a second, so that they can see. So that one was in the northern section of Somerset. If you don't have Somerset for some reason, you can always use the activity finder to get into it. Or even if you don't have Somerset, you could still open up the map and go to Somerset
Oh!
map and click the dungeon entrance.
Guess
You can
what?
do that.
What?
Guess
Huh.
what? I think drops are fixed.
Yay!
Maybe refresh if you need to. But pretty sure I just got the pop-up. We see other people internally saying it's
Awesome.
there, so we think it's working. Yay! Everybody, please thank our wonderful BAM team for helping. BAM is Billing and Account Management
Thank
Systems.
you.
They were working
Yay!
very hard trying to get this fixed. So, again, the minimum watch time is 15 minutes, though we do hope you'll stick around for longer than that to check everything out. You will get the Ouroboros Crown Crate and the barnacle, what was it? The barnacle back coral crab, I think. Sorry.
The big crab, yeah.
Well, it's actually a tiny
not that
crab.
big.
Oh, it's a tiny crab with a big
Tiny
claw.
crab
looks
through
like
drops,
that.
yes. So thank you, everybody, for your patience, for hanging out with us. But they are working now. Make sure your Twitch and ESO accounts are linked so you can get that really cool crab pet. And thank you. Thank you, team. Really appreciate it.
Awesome job. So, the next
Going back, Ed, I'm
dungeon-
sorry to interrupt.
No, that was
You-
exciting.
Glad
we got that.
That was an
good
appropriate interruption. Yeah.
That was a
Yes.
good interruption. So, the next dungeon is called Shipwright's Regret. So if you look, this is the map of Ribbonspire. So if you look, it's right over here. But this is just the outer entrance is kind of like a tunnel that leads you to where this is. This is on the inner coast of Ribbonspire over here. And a little bit of backstory on this dungeon. A long time ago, there was a combined navy called the All Flags Navy, and it was brought together in order to fight the Slodes and defeat the Thracian plague. So this was one of the shipbuilding locations where they built ships for the All Flags Navy a long time ago. And a great calamity kind of befell this place years and years and years ago. So it fell into disrepair, got waterlogged. Now it's just, undead all over the place. There's a section of this I'll show you with the forest and stuff. So you've come here because Zaji, Captain Zaji, had heard that the shipwrights that were here were some of the best shipwrights ever, and
Naturally.
they had plans to make ships better or make grand ships. So what he wants to do is make the perfect pounce more perfect, and you're here to help
course.
him. Yes, of course. You're here to help him kind of find the secret plans in order to make his ship better. But he came here. Casca is here too. He's come here with Casca, and they ran into trouble because there's a whole lot of undead around here, and they didn't They didn't realize that was going to be a problem. So we get to go and investigate this. So what you learn here is a lot more nuanced than you really, as far as takeaways for the legacy of the Breton stories, which I'll get into in a little bit. But there goes Zaji. He's going to start investigating the upper decks. You get to go here. Like I said, this place had a great calamity befall it. There's waterlogged people. There's zombies. There's skeletons. It's generally kind of a messy place. All right.
Sorry.
That was
okay.
sound
Actually-
effects.
That was very
That's part of the
timely.
dungeon. That was
I'm
part
so
of the
sorry.
dungeon.
I have to step away for a second. Somebody's at the door.
That was part of the dungeon.
gosh.
It was great.
I did think
That's
that
okay.
was part of the game for a second. Finn. I thought it was like the wind
Good.
howling.
Yeah, right. What's funny is there's creatures that resemble kind of dogs as you go further in. So it's a
That's
shame that
right.
it didn't time up with when you see that and stuff.
Nice. Look at that lighthouse. That was awesome.
Yeah. So off in the distance, you can see this is very creepy, moody atmosphere.
Yeah.
The shipwrights, everything got kind of like destroyed here. This first section is really where the workers, the shipwright builders, would live and operate and kind of like this is where their housing was and stuff like that. So there wasn't a lot of big ship parts here or anything like this. But it was.
I have no idea who it is at the door. They're still standing there, so
All right, that's fine.
this is
You
fun.
just walk up to the door. You're like, I'm live streaming, and then run away.
Tune into Twitch if you want to talk.
Drops are active. I told you.
We fixed
You got
it,
people
all right?
showing up. They got people
Jeez.
showing up.
Oh,
So yeah, so as you come through here, you're gonna notice, like I said, this place kind of something happened here that was bad, and it just left a bunch of undead. And we're going to kill past these guys. I have the cherub from when.
Again, we are on an internal server. We are
Yes.
previewing the Ascending Tide DLC, which is the first DLC coming with Legacy of the Bretons.
in March.
Oh, I'm all flustered now. Sheesh. Yes,
March.
in March. It's our first Q1 DLC of the year. So we are just previewing this.
Indeed.
It is coming to PTS on Monday, so everyone will be able to check it out and give some feedback.
Absolutely. So this is going to be the first boss right here. This is going to be Foreman Brad again when he shows up. He's very creepy.
Whoa. Cool.
Yeah, Zaji is like, peace out, I'm out. Zaji's up here talking to you, and he's like, you need to go deal with that. That looks bad. So Foreman Brad again is a formidable foe. He has a lot of tricks that he'll use, but we're just gonna kill past him to get to the next thing. Yeah, Zaji comes back. So basically what you're fighting this guy, Zaji, is looking for the plans off in the buildings and stuff like that. You can see these buildings again had some issues. So we're gonna keep going here. And this is the reclaimed logging camp. So when they would build ships here, they had a logging camp that was right past here where they would gather all the wood and stuff like that in order to build the boats. But because this place fell into disrepair, the forest has kind of reclaimed that logging camp. So you're actually going to fight all kinds of creatures. There's Casca. Zaji got scared by Casca. What's really cool is if you've done the Dragon Guard DLC, these people, because if you know, spoiler alerts for Dragon Guard, if you've done the Dragon Guard DLC, these guys look different at the end of Dragon Guard, and that'll be reflected in this dungeon. This character that I'm playing with here hasn't done that, so but you will see them in their kind of their Dragon Guard gear.
That's awesome.
You know, I have seen a few people mention in chat they really want to see the dungeon item sets. We are actually going to show those off as soon as Finn is done with this preview. So yeah, definitely stick around. We'll show you.
Sorry, I'm so
stuff.
boring, guys. I'm just trying to show you stuff.
They're just excited. I want to see those numbers.
Like I said, you're going to see some of the forest creatures have kind of reclaimed the forest here. Let's see here. And you're going to fight. There's these guys, which they're like, what are those? This is why I was hoping that we'd have got to this part before your dog howled. What are
Sorry.
those? No, it's fine. Yeah, and as you go through here, like I said, there's still remnants of places. There's still stacked wood, but it's all moss covered and stuff. There's still fences up from when they had kind of like partitioned this place off. And actually, we talk about secrets and stuff. Part of the secrets might have been involved with what this place used to be. So again, we're telling a kind of story in that regard. You get a greater context of what Shipwright's Regret was. And now we come to the second boss. So this is a lumber mill over there and some more lumber gathering stuff. So he's going to go over here. Oh, he got pulled inside.
That's unfortunate.
And this is Nazare. You can tell she is a giant spriggan, basically. So she is, I'll give you an idea of what she looks like. Not going to show her abilities.
That's
cool. So sorry. She is very, very cool.
The
She's giant spriggan.
Taking over.
Yes, exactly. She kind of like leads these nature spirits as they take over. And she transitions between different seasons and stuff like that as you're fighting her. So
cool.
But Zaji got kind of like captured over there into the lumber mill. Like the forest spirits pulled him over there. So I think we're gonna see him come back over here. Oh, there he goes. Oh, look at that. He killed that guy. But this is the first viewing that we have of the Dread Sails. So I talked a little bit about this before when we talked about the trial and you get to go to Dreadsail Reef in the chapter. Well, this is your first introduction to the Dread Sails. And these Mayormer pirates have shown up at Shipwright's Regret, and why is a mystery. One of the cool aspects of Shipwright's Regret that we were doing was we wanted to envision a dock where they build ships, or a dry dock, quote unquote. But it's a set on like kind of like a makeshift island out here. So you see that this is where they made the ships. This is where they built them. So you're on this structure that's kind of out in the water. That's where the lighthouse is. If you saw back where we were over there, that is the actual lighthouse. That's actually right by the final boss. So you're gonna actually get to fight.
You actually get to go there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, this is like it's literally like a haunted shipyard, right?
It's exactly right.
It's very cool.
Right. Yeah, and these are the Mayormer. If you notice, if you're used to seeing kind of Mayormer, we've had them before in the game, but these are the Dread Sails. So they're going to use storm magic and do whatever Mayormer does do. You can see the ghosts of the former shipbuilders and stuff here. There's a lot of cool aspects to this that, if you were to go off to kind of the beaten path, you might find some stuff.
I was gonna say, what's that?
Yeah, there's actually some of the secrets are probably going to be a little bit more difficult than for people to find because it's not the usual stuff that we've done. So
that sounds like a challenge.
Yeah, right. And it's like 10 minutes in, people are like, "We found them all," and I'm like, "Yeah, I know." So he was climbing up top here, fell through the roof. Seems to be okay. So he's still looking for these plans, and both him and Casca have no idea what these Mayormer are doing here. But I do want to show this one aspect over here, which is really, really cool. So this is, like I said, you can see them. They're using their storm magic and the reef vipers and stuff that they have here. So, and now we're approaching where the final boss is. Actually, I need to kill these guys, I think. But don't. So there is a ship here, and there's a dude on top of it, and that is the final boss.
Oh, cool.
Whoa. Whoa.
Hey, I just got my pet.
Awesome.
So you see that he kind of shows up, and the ship sails off, and he talks a little bit about what it is they're doing here. He knocked Casca off the side. Saji got out of there.
Get out of here.
But that pretty much telegraphs some of the things that this guy is going to do. He pretty much uses water. That's a pretty cool view right there of the ship kind of sailing off into the fog. he uses water. He's going to use elements from around this space to fight with him and stuff. And
and there's the lighthouse.
yeah, here's
really
the lighthouse right here.
Mm-hmm.
With the moving light that you've seen kind of since you've been here. Some storm type magic. I'm not gonna fight him to show you the cool stuff, but trust me, it's cool.
Nice.
And I got the Vanquisher. Yay!
Thank you for showing all that off.
Yes.
We, just to kind of, I guess, stick with the theme of dungeon stuff, we wanted to show off some collectibles that you can get by these dungeons. So the first, there's going to be 2 mementos that you can get. One is the Guardian's Frozen Shard, and one is the, how do you pronounce it, Finn? Maormer? I thought it was Maormer.
Maormer. I've always called it Maormer, but don't take me for pronunciation. I always call it Maormer. It could be Malmer, but I've always called it Maormer.
I'm gonna go with Malmer because if I say the other way, it just
we
feels
should ask
wrong.
Lehman. We should ask Lehman.
I thought you were gonna say Twitch chat, but yeah, we can ask Lehman too.
We should ask Lehman, yeah.
They're all talking about how they pronounce it. Meow.
Is this like a potato thing?
It might be.
Yeah.
So that one
are
you
we
just
gonna...
did is
that was
the
cool.
Frozen Shard, right?
Yeah, that was the Frozen Shard.
Cool.
And then we
That's
have
awesome.
the Malmer Ocean Pearl. Maormer.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah, some pretty cool stuff that you can show off to people.
Oh, it even makes the little bubble sounds.
Mm-hmm.
So many of our viewers have just gotten crabs, which is great.
Nice.
So-
Oh,
Crabs.
that's perfect.
I don't know.
Yay.
It's not usually we congratulate people for that. Congratulations, folks.
Oh, stop. All right, so there's also
I meant we don't use. Never mind. Go ahead.
there's also some markings that you get.
Yes, I don't
these
actually have
dungeons.
those equipped. I'm sorry, I forgot.
No, that's okay.
Bummer.
So the Abyssal Embrace face markings, and then the matching Abyssal Embrace body markings. It's
The
one
face
from
markings-
each, right?
I think the face marking comes from entering either dungeon. I believe it is. Yeah, and then the body is the it's the veteran reward for one of the two. I'm not sure which one.
Awesome.
Okay. But yeah. Yep.
Cool.
And then I know somebody had talked about item sets earlier.
Well, while you're pulling those up, you can also get a cobalt die. There
Yes.
are over 40 new achievements.
Wow.
And 6 titles. So there is a lot to collect with these dungeons once you complete them.
Absolutely. And actually, I go ahead.
I was going to say, just as you indicated, there are also new item sets that you can get from the dungeon.
For sure. And I called out that the Griffin helmet was the Undaunted mask and shoulder for Coral Airy, and if you saw Nazare, the Spriggan boss, she is the Undaunted mask and shoulder for this dungeon. So you get. I'm wearing the actual shoulder.
That's awesome.
I don't know what's
cracking
funny.
me up.
Oh.
I'm reading chat and
okay.
the jokes are
Of course they are.
Anyway, please go.
So if we want a mouse word, so unlike last time when we did this, I do not have crazy stats. So these stats are going to be a little bit more accurate to what you would have on this.
Right.
The helm and shoulder for Coral Airy is Cargeta's visage, or mask, or it depends on the weight, what it is. But so I'm sure people will clip that and find out what that does. And then it's Nazare's is the other Undaunted. I actually have all of the sets equipped, all 6. So I can scroll through this fast, or I can go really slow. So there's Glacial Guardian, Girdle of the Turning Tide, Spriggan's Vigor, Griffin's Reprisal, Maligalig's Gloves,
I keep thinking,
Storm Curse,
who?
and Griffin's Reprisal. Did I already do Griffin's Reprisal?
I don't think so.
Well,
No.
I did.
Oh,
if
you did.
you did it again.
1, 2, 3.
All good.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, then we're good. All right. Yeah. So that is all of the sets. Now I'm gonna actually jump to somewhere else so that I can show the other things that we needed to show.
Well, while you do that, actually, we are actually going to do our, should I say actually a few more times?